Welcome back to the Hard Rock Cafe in San Antonio. I'm Mark Kusenberger of the Padilla Poll, and I'm with head coach Joe Cary of the Crandall Pirates. Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us, and tell us about your tenure at Crandall, which I guess started in February.
Yeah, I got this job in February. Been there about 4 months, so hadn't been there a long time, but came from Port Neches Groves and came into Crandall and had a great 4 months, had a great spring, had a great off season. We've had a good summer and ready to go. So it's been exciting. Got some good kids, working hard, got a great community, and ready to get the fall started.
For folks who may not be familiar with how a 4A school operates, 4A in the modern designation, tell us about getting kids ready for football when spring football isn't really on the table.
Yeah, you know, a lot of our athletes play multiple sports. So whether they're in baseball during the spring or running track or playing soccer or whatever it may be, we kind of take advantage of the athletic period during the day to go out and work some football drills, do some football, and then after school they go to their other sport that, you know, whatever it may be during the springtime.
Tell us about getting ready for the football season and your plans for these young men.
We've had our summer strength and conditioning workouts going during June and July, and we've had a lot of our kids be a part of that. And so they've been working hard this summer. We start August the 4th with two-a-days, so they'll finish up our summer workouts this week. Next week will be kind of a week off for those guys to get their legs back under them and enjoy the last few hours of freedom before we get a hold of them on the 4th.
Tell us about how you see the 4A splitting between Division I and Division II before this season, which is new to this classification this year.
Yeah, you know, I really think the UIL did a good thing there with splitting 4A and splitting 3A and on down, just making it a little more equitable amongst schools, you know, based on your enrollment. So we're in district with schools our size, and so, you know, that's good for us playing people, you know, that we're about equal with, and it's also good for the smaller guys that they're not competing against the big guys. So I think it works out in the end for everybody.
Did you get to keep all the local rivals with the split?
Yeah, we did. I guess our big rival is probably Kaufman. They're about 5 miles away, so Crandall and Kaufman got a good rivalry going, and they're in our district, so we kept that and kept some other rivals that weren't put in our district. We made them some of our non-district games, like Ferris and Canton, some of those guys, so it worked out well.
So this is going to be one of those situations where the kids are, for one reason or another, are going to need to be ready every week. Either it's a rival that you care about, or it's a district game that affects your playoff position.
No question. Our schedule is tough, and we've got 10 weeks ahead of us that are very tough. We don't have any cupcakes on the schedule, so we're going to have to be ready to go every Friday night.
Tell us about the core that you get to build around this year. Sounds like you have a good group of returning starters for 2014. We
do. We've got a good group of seniors, not a real big class, but a good group of seniors that went to the second round of the playoffs last year. So they've got a little taste of success as varsity football players. So they're hungry to get back and get going. We've got a great junior class coming up, and several of those kids played as sophomores, and so they're excited to get going this year.
How do you like how the players have responded to the new coaching and to the whole thing that you've been able to do as they play their separate sports and then come back for the strength and conditioning, get ready for the August work?
Our kids have been super. They've been very resilient through the coaching change, and really accepted me and our new staff, and have been great. Got a great attitude, great work ethic, and they're really excited to get going.
Tell us about what you're looking for this fall. We are the ambitions of the Crandall Pirates.
I'm looking for us to reach our potential. Whatever we can do, be the best we can be every Friday night, and reach our potential. That's what I want to do.
Coach Cary, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's head coach Joe Cary of the Crandall Pirates, and I'm Mark Kusenberger with PSquareSports.com.